Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Friday News Live Show, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion! Woo!
There's no turning back now.
My favorite ride turns 50 today, and I'm so excited. So obviously I had to wear all my Haunted Mansion attire to do this Friday News Live Show with the travel news you can use from your favorite travel agent, Cara Whedbee, for the week of August 9th, 2019, Haunted Mansion's 50th anniversary. Okay, let's get started. This is still playing. It's lovely background music. And these glow in the dark, too. It's awesome. Speaking of another one of my favorite things, this is about the Little Mermaid. There is going to be ABC Channel is going to have a celebration of the 30th anniversary of the Little Mermaid on Tuesday, November 5th from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. And it's going to be a live musical version of The Little Mermaid. It's called The Wonderful World of Disney Presents The Little Mermaid Live, airing on ABC Tuesday, November 5th from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The girl who played Moana is going to be Little Mermaid. Queen Latifah is going to be Ursula, and Shaggy is going to be Sebastian. The magical adventure will pay tribute to the original animated classic and its beloved music with live performances from the special star-studded cast interwoven into the broadcast of the original feature film. This will be a first-of-its-kind hybrid format featuring amazingly detailed sets and costumes along with the music from the original animated film and the Tony Award-winning Alan Menken. In addition to Howard Ashman's iconic film lyrics, Glenn Slater, who is the lyricist for the Broadway adaptation, will also contribute to this special event. Cravalho, best known to fans as the voice of Moana from Walt Disney Animation Studios' film with the same name, will star as Ariel in the live studio production of The Wonderful World of Disney Presents The Little Mermaid Live. Oscar-nominated and Grammy, Golden Globe, and Emmy Award-winning R&B artist, actor, and producer Queen Latifah will take on the wickedly wonderful role of Ursula, while renowned reggae musician, singer, DJ, actor, and Grammy-winning artist Shaggy plays cautious crustacean Sebastian. How exciting is that? A live musical version of The Little Mermaid. I'm so excited. Well, for intermission.
Ah, there you are. And just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention.
As part of the Eat to the Beat concert series during the 2019 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, Lauren Daigle is now scheduled to perform September 9th and 10th. So if you're a Lauren Daigle fan, she'll be there. Let me know and I'll get you there. Ticket sales for the new Oogie Boogie Bash, a Disney Halloween party at Disney's California Adventure, seemed slow initially, but it appears that things have picked up as 3 of the 20 dates for the after-hours party at Disney California Adventure have sold out. The sold-out dates for Oogie Boogie Bash are September 26th, September 29th, and October 31st. It starts on September 17th. This is in Disneyland at California Adventure Park, and the tickets are available for the remaining nights and range from $110 to $145 per person, with discounts for annual pass holders available some nights. Did you know that visitors to Batuu will soon be able to bring its farm-to-table style of cooking home when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the official Black Spire Outpost cookbook, is released this fall? I did not know that, but apparently there is going to be a cookbook. Based on the planet featured in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland and Hollywood Studios, the book features new recipes from Strono Cookie Tugs, the former head chef at Maz Kanata's castle on Takodana, who is now the proprietor of Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo in the lands. Here is what the cover of that cookbook looks like. And that's a Ronto wrap there on the cover. The cookbook, which is written by Chelsea Monroe Cassell and Mark Sumerak, will include delicious intergalactic recipes for all skill levels. Look for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the official Black Spire Outpost cookbook, on store shelves in November. Over the last week or so, the Disneyland Resort has expanded the options for its mobile order service to offer 30 quick service locations in the parks and at the hotels. Mobile order allows guests to place their food orders using the Disneyland app on their smartphone and then pick up their order from a much shorter line. Annual pass holders even receive eligible discounts, also DVC members, because it worked on mine. New locations include at the Disneyland Park, the Mick Julep Bar and the Troubadour Tavern. At Disney's California Adventure, the adorable Snowman Frosted Treats, which that line is always really long for those lemon Dole Whips. And the Pacific Wharf Distribution Company beer truck and the Rita's Baja Blenders, as well as Schmoozies. Phantom Manor, which is the Haunted Mansion version in Disneyland Paris, they're getting a holiday overlay this year, just like they get in Disneyland in California. It's currently in development for Disneyland Paris. You guys are lucky. We don't ever get one in Walt Disney World. The new Almuerzo Rapido prefix menu for $25 weekday lunch is now available at Jaleo in Disney Springs. Give you a new option for lunch there. Breaking news from Norwegian Cruise Line. New entertainment will debut aboard Norwegian Breakaway, Getaway, and Norwegian Bliss. Introducing Six, the award-winning musical about Henry VIII's 6 wives. Next piece of news is from Silversea Cruise Line. We are pleased to share with you that today marks the one year until the launch of Silver Moon. This happened Tuesday. On August 6, 2020, Silver Moon will set sail on her 11-day inaugural voyage, traveling from Trieste, Italy to Civitavecchia. One of 5 Silversea ships spending the summer in the Mediterranean, Silver Moon will cruise the region during her maiden season until November, when she will cross the Atlantic Ocean to Fort Lauderdale. The Caribbean season will feature calls to spectacular tropical islands, including Barbados, Antigua, Puerto Rico, and more. Silver Moon will then continue her journey to Central and South America, where she will complete an incredible circumnavigation of the continent, visiting 37 destinations in 20 different countries. Silver Moon will echo the whispered elegance of the cruise line's current flagship, Silver Muse, while bringing numerous enhancements and elements of concept and innovation. Silversea's pioneering new culinary concept, Salt, will elevate the onboard experience for guests as they forge meaningful connections with visited destinations through immersive culinary discovery. In addition, Silversea is pleased to announce a collaboration with legendary lifestyle brand Lalique. Enriching the onboard dining experience further still, Lalique will produce decorative crystal artworks to enhance the design of the ship's La Dame restaurant. A new moon is coming. All right, here are some special Haunted Mansion inspired eats at Disneyland. So in Frontierland at Critter Country, the Rancho del Zocalo, which I had some lovely allergy-friendly tacos there, and they were very good. They're having the long-forgotten Duelist Tacos, 2 fry bread tacos featuring grilled fajita beef and braised buttered chicken, served with Mexican rice and pickled vegetables. At the Honey Spot, Haunted Mansion Crispy Treat is available. It looks like churros, actually. At the New Orleans Churro Chart, Bride Churro is an elegantly dressed churro in a bouquet of vanilla and sugar. Critter Country Churro Cart has the Groom Churro, so you can get the bride at one of them and the groom at the other, which is a classic churro dressed in a duo of dark and milk chocolates. At Hungry Bear Restaurant, which is available through August 25th, mobile ordering available via the Disneyland app, there is a decadent funnel cake, house funnel cake with decadent brownie, white chocolate raspberry ice cream, and chocolate pearls. The Caretaker is available. It is a crispy pork belly seasoned with house spices, layered with barbecue sauce, grilled onions, cheese sauce, house-made pickle, and crispy slaw, and served on a potato roll with french fries. Blue Bayou Restaurant, We've Been Dying to Meet You, is a spice stew of pork sausage, oxtails, and kidney beans with Louisiana popcorn rice. Dynamite Seafood Hush Puppies are spicy hush puppies with shrimp, tasso ham, corn, Bloody Mary, aioli, and greens. And then they have an opera singer cake, which is an almond sponge cake with coffee, chocolate ganache, chocolate glaze, coffee buttercream, chantilly cream, and raspberry sauce. At Cafe Orleans, Sarah Sally Slater's Swamp Fries, which are crawfish etouffee atop sweet potato fries with chorizo, clams, tomatoes, sweet corn, and green onion. The Swinging Wake Cake is a layered chocolate and vanilla sponge cake with caramel banana filling, caramel buttercream frosting, and a sugar candle. Harbor Galley, mobile ordering available via the Disneyland app, has 13th Hour Brew, which is iced coffee with vanilla cream in it, and Ghost Mariner Seafood Boil, which is a Cajun buttered shrimp with red potatoes, corn, and andouille sausage. The French Market has the Wedding Cake, which is buttercream frosting, cherries, and cream cheese filling finished with a splatter of cherry sauce. The Mint Julep Bar, which also has mobile ordering available, has a Blackberry Midnight Julep, which is blackberry, citrus, and mint with lychee moon, and a Honey I Do beignet available through September 5th, which is sweet beignets topped with honey praline and powdered sugar. At the Royal Street Veranda, which also has mobile ordering available, you can get the Pickwick Ghost Punch, which is fruit and citrus juices with sherbet, and you can get the Professor Phineas Plump's Cure-All Fritters, which are pimento cheese fritters with ghost pepper ranch dressing. At Riverbell Terrace, you can get the Sliders Materialize, which is a spiced pork belly slider served on toasted brioche buns and topped with crisp cabbage slaw and pomegranate vinaigrette, and savory pork belly slider served on toasted brioche bun with a black pepper bacon mayonnaise, butter lettuce, cherry tomatoes, and a crispy bacon spike. Hitchhiking Ghost Blue Velvet Cake is also available at the Riverbell Terrace. It is a blue velvet cake with blueberry puree, rice croquette brittle, and vanilla blueberry crisp. Everything listed above will be available at Disneyland Park starting today for Haunted Mansion's anniversary. In addition to these scary good offerings, there will be even more eerie treats available exclusively at both of the Haunted Mansions celebrating 50 years of retirement on living after hours events August 7th and 8th. Oh, yummy. That's only on event night, so I'm not going to tell you about that because that's already happened. If you're heading to this year's D23 Expo, you'll want to be sure to activate your badge before you ride at the event. D23 announced today that all event attendee badges will make use of RFID technology, and badge technology will allow those at the Expo to collect photos during the event, to check in and check out of the Expo, and to allow Gold members to receive their special gifts. Attendees' badges will also allow them to make online reservations in advance for Expo presentations and panels, Talent Central, and shopping. D23 Expo badges began shipping August 5th, and the reservation window for Expo events will open on August 16th. Be prepared. Okay, there have been Fast Pass cancellations beyond September 28th, hinting at an extension to the Primeval World closure at Disney's Animal Kingdom. No one knows when this is going to be over, and I was doing Fast Passes for someone today, and Primeval World was still not available, and this was in mid-October. So it's even past that. We have no idea what's going on with Primeval World. I have no idea what happened to it, why it's having to be fixed, what are they fixing. We have no clue. This was definitely unplanned, but it is still down. And it's through mid-October now because I was looking today and there were none available for it. So just so you know, I don't know what's going on there, but it's still down.
Beware of hitchhiking ghosts.
Okay, Norwegian Cruise Line also announced this week, or didn't really announce, but we found out through somebody's onboard navigator. It's not the navigator, what do they call it? Norwegian Cruise Freestyle, because it's freestyle sailing. Okay, so the Freestyle, it says stateroom door decorations. It has a little note about them on here. It says, as per safety requirements, stateroom door decorations are strictly prohibited. Your stateroom steward has been instructed to remove and place all the decorations inside your room. Thank you for your understanding and compliance with this safety policy. That's new. So if you're going on a Norwegian cruise, do not bring door decorations because they will be taken down by your room steward and put inside your room. New wheelchair and ECV rental station is now located at Cirque du Soleil in Disney Springs. So if you need to rent one of those when you're in Disney Springs, go to Cirque du Soleil. Harvey's fans, Harvey's is the people that make purses out of seatbelts. Harvey's fans will also have a full-size tote featuring the Shag 50th anniversary design to look forward to for the Haunted Mansion anniversary. The tote will retail for $175, and this is what it will look like. I'm going to have to see that in person. And then they also have a dune buggy, what are they calling this? Coin purse. It will retail for $38. Each side of the bag features a different design to capture both dune buggy images from the artwork. The embroidered bag is perfect for accessorizing with your favorite haunted outfits. That's a coin purse. How cute is that? Royal Caribbean news. 2020 Australia adventures are now available to book through Royal Caribbean. The adventures leave from Sydney, Australia for non-stop down under exploration. A new vegan menu has been announced this week for Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. I'm excited about this, to try it. Royal Caribbean is continuously focused on enhancing the guest experience, so we just launched a 7-day rotating vegan menu on board the main dining rooms. The vegan menu is provided upon request and only available in the main dining room. I will tell you this, though. Their buffet, the Windjammer, always has some vegan dishes available too. And if you talk to the sous chef in charge there, they will make you vegan dishes. So you can get it elsewhere, like other than the main dining room, but they will have a 7-day rotating vegan menu available in the main dining room of all Royal Caribbean ships. And it started this week. Disney's bundle of Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and ad-supported Hulu will cost only $12.99 per month, CEO Bob Iger announced this week. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I have cut the cord officially. They are turning off my cable channels tomorrow. I'm going to internet only. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting to find some sort of streaming solution that will allow me to cut the cord and only have like streaming channels like Netflix or Hulu or whatever. So, I just bought the Hulu ad version, which is $5.99 right now. But when they come out with Disney Plus in November, then I can upgrade and add Disney Plus and ESPN Plus to my Hulu ad version for only $12.99 a month total. So I'm paying like $5.99 a month just for the Hulu with ads. So when you add these other two to it, including Disney Plus, which I was already going to get anyway, it's only $12.99 a month. I mean, that's a no-brainer. So I'm going to get that. And I'm getting just internet. So I've already switched that. And my bill has been cut it's only a third of what it used to be. No, a fourth. My bill is only a fourth of what it used to be. So for my cable company. So now I have internet. I'm going to get this bundle when it comes out. But right now I just have the Hulu ad version of it. And then I have Fubo TV, which I had never heard of until just this week. I was looking for streaming channels that had Hallmark. So Fubo TV is supposed to be a sports streaming channel, and it has like a whole bunch of sports networks that I've never heard of. But it also has all these entertainment channels that I use all the time. So including all 3 Hallmark channels, which I only have access to one with my cable company currently. So I get all 3 Hallmark channels. I get news channels, the Weather Channel, which is very hard to find on a streaming station. And then I've got like my local channels, all 3 local channels, except for, not all 4. That's why I got Hulu. ABC's not included and ESPN's not included in this one, but everything else is. So I got Hulu to supplement that, and then we realized that Hulu has like all these shows that we were watching on Netflix, so I'm going to cancel my Netflix subscription. Sorry, Netflix. After the Disney Plus comes on board and all of the Disney stuff goes off of it, you're going to be canceled. So I'll watch whatever I have left on Netflix to watch, and then it'll be canceled in November. So that's what I have. I'm now cutting the cord. It will save me over $180 a year so far. Actually more, because I downgraded my Netflix until I get rid of it. It'll save me more. It'll save me about $25 a year. Yay! Thank you, Disney! So the Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu bundle will cost only $12.99 a month when Disney Plus is released. And that's what I'm going to get, including my Fubo TV. U.S. customers will be able to get Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and ad-supported Hulu for $12.99 a month. The bundle will be available when Disney Plus launches on November 12th. Mark your calendars. Disney is finally bundling its 3 streaming services, and it's only going to cost $12.99 a month. On the earnings call Tuesday, CEO Bob Iger said the U.S. customers would be able to get Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and ad-supported Hulu for under $15 a month. On an earnings call Tuesday, Iger said that the bundle will be available when Disney Plus launches on November 12th. Our play is to have general entertainment, we'll call it Hulu, more family-like entertainment, which is Disney Plus, and then sports, Iger said on the call. And that bundle that we're creating, that $12.99 bundle where you can buy all 3, offers consumers tremendous options. Also, with the Fox acquisition now closed, Disney will put all episodes of The Simpsons on the service on day 1, as well as The Sound of Music, The Princess Bride, and Malcolm in the Middle. We're also focused on leveraging Fox's vast library of great titles to further enrich the content mix on our DTC platforms. For example, we are reimagining Home Alone. It's like one of my favorite movies. Night at the Museum, Cheaper by the Dozen, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Iger said on the call. All Disney films released in 2019 will also be available on Disney Plus as soon as their theatrical and home entertainment windows have closed. Frozen 2 will also be available exclusively on the platform by the summer of 2020. Disney Plus on its own would cost users $6.99 a month or $69.99 for a full year. ESPN Plus is part of Disney's plan to revitalize the sports network. Viewership has been on the decline, relationships between cable operators and networks are tense, and the situation remains unstable as more people ditch cable for streaming. It has seen fast growth in the ESPN Plus service since launching last year, adding more than 2 million subscribers. Also, having a sports streaming service separates Disney from competitors like Netflix and Amazon Prime. That's why I'm not doing either one. Which don't have limited live sports programming. Prime does stream Thursday night football games. So, that's how I was able to cut the cord. This month, I have several new offerings at Walt Disney World to share with you, with new eats at both Epcot and Disney Springs, as well as a yummy new plant-based treat, listen up vegans and vegetarians, at Disney's All-Star Music Resort. You'll definitely want to come and snack with us. First up, though, is some exciting news direct from the Japan Pavilion at Epcot. This morning, all sorts of dignitaries gathered to celebrate the official grand opening of Takumi Tai. In attendance were, of course, Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Takumi Tai is the newest signature table service restaurant at Epcot. It is truly an upscale, immersive Japanese dining experience, offering a premium multi-course tasting menu featuring traditional tea service and Wagyu beef, as well as an a la carte menu and more. Inside the restaurant's tranquil interior features 5 dining rooms, each inspired by one of the 5 natural elements: water, wood, earth, stone, and washi paper. Congratulations to both the Epcot and Mitsukoshi teams in the opening of this amazing new restaurant. While we're on the topic of Epcot, you should definitely check out Coral Reef Restaurant. They recently added a few new items to the menu. I just have to say, I've eaten at Coral Reef like a couple of times now since they got a new chef, and it's really good, and they do well with your allergies too. They recently added a few new items to the menu. On the appetizer list, you can try the new seared sea scallops with saffron butter broth, tomato bruschetta, and crostini. New entrees include the lobster seafood boil with lobster, Jonah crab claws, shrimp, mussels, andouille sausage, corn, potatoes, ouizo garlic butter, and spiced cioppino broth. And there's a grilled swordfish dish with warm white beans, roasted cipollini onions, arugula, and lemon herb vinaigrette. You'll also find a new enhancement featuring 1 pound of steamed Maryland-style snow crab legs served with lemon and butter. And for dessert, try the seasonal cheesecake with shortbread cookie and fruit compote. All right. And as I do your dining reservations, if you'd like reservations for these things, they're available. Just let me know. At Disney Springs, there's lots of news concerning 3 new additions, as well as new offerings at Deluxe Burger and Earl of Sandwich. The first of the new additions is a new food truck. It's called Cookie Dough and Everything Sweet, featuring, you guessed it, cookie dough. That's right, you could soon find edible cookie dough desserts at Disney Springs. On the menu is Springs Candy Taco, which is a candy monster cookie dough, chocolate sauce, whipped cream, sprinkles, and cherry served in a waffle taco. There's a Minnie Mouse Taco, which is a peanut butter fluff cookie dough, caramel sauce, whipped cream, a cherry, and a chocolate mini bow served in a waffle taco. There's a Celebration Parfait, which is celebration cookie dough with celebration Mickey cake, vanilla custard, strawberries, whipped cream, and a cherry. Or there's a Mickey or Minnie funnel cake. The funnel cake is topped with with powdered sugar and Mickey or Minnie shaped cookie dough. And then cookie dough cup or cone flavors include chocolate chip, peanut butter fluff, celebration, cookies and cream, candy monster, and cold brew. This new cookie dough themed food truck will open later this month in August and will be parked near the other food trucks across from Candy Cauldron at the Disney Springs West Side. Here's a picture of some of those concoctions we just talked about. It's a cookie dough food truck, kids, at Disney Springs. Also, coming later this month, a guest favorite from the downtown Disney district at Disneyland Resort is heading to Disney Springs, the Sunshine Churro. We pass these carts all the time, going from our Disneyland hotel through downtown Disney to the parks and back. You'll find Sunshine Churro carts at the marketplace on the west side. These carts serve up a variety of classic and gourmet churros with flavors like watermelon, salted caramel, strawberry cheesecake, fruity cereal, and cookies and cream. You can even try churros dipped in milk chocolate or chocolate hazelnut spread. And let me just say, the California churros and the brands that make the California churros are way better than the ones you get in Florida. Just fair warning there. And this is so exciting. Coming soon, Ample Hills Creamery, which is the really awesome ice cream shop on the boardwalk currently, will be opening a brand new location at Disney Springs on the west side. The Scoop Shop will offer their popular handcrafted ice cream and mix-ins like brownie bites, oatmeal lace cookies, and peanut butter pecan brittle, similar to the offerings available at the Ample Hills Creamery located at Disney's boardwalk. At Ample Hills, every component tells a story, from the ingredients to the design of the pints, making it another Instagrammable foodie destination. Stay tuned to the Disney Parks blog for more details to be released on that one. On the savory side, you'll find a new pepperoni pizza burger at Deluxe Burger, topped with artisan pepperoni, fried mozzarella sticks, and pomodoro sauce. And at Jock Lindsay's Hanger Bar, if you haven't had the new Temple of Bacon dish, then you're totally missing out. It comes with thick cut applewood smoked bacon dipped in milk and chipotle chocolate ganache from the ganachery. At Earl of Sandwich, you can try one of their new cheesesteak sandwiches. You can choose between the Philly cheesesteak sandwich with tender chopped beefsteak or the chicken cheesesteak sandwich with grilled chicken. Both are served on freshly baked artisan bread and topped with provolone, mushrooms, sauteed green peppers, and onions. There's also a veggie cheesesteak sandwich featuring provolone, mushrooms, sauteed green peppers, onions, and HP sauce. This one's really cute. This is at All Star Music. Finally, at Disney's All Star Music, if you're looking for a unique plant-based treat, you should definitely try the Sweet Thai Coconut Mickey Onigiri at Intermission Food Court. It features coconut sticky rice with poppy seeds stuffed with roasted mangoes, mandarins, apples, and carrots wrapped in nori and is served with a sweet and sour fruit dipping sauce. Also at Intermission Food Court, you'll find a Hades cupcake offered the entire month of August. This chocolate cupcake comes with blue sour candy buttercream and a chocolate Hades piece. Okay, that's not vegan. But the actual little Sweet Thai Coconut Mickey Onigiri is. And look at it. It's so cute. It's like candy sushi, but vegan. Yay! So go check that out. That's at All Star Music. As Disney continues to see great success by reimagining some of its classic and beloved movies through live-action remakes, it seems another has been added to the list, The Great Mouse Detective, according to InsideTheMagic.net. It goes without saying that Disney has seen a sensational amount of success with its remakes of some of its early animated films. This year, Disney's The Lion King and Aladdin live-action remakes grossed over $1 billion at the box office each. Logically, it would only make sense to revisit this animated adventure film following Basil the Investigative Mouse. According to a new report by We Got This Covered, the mice in the film will still be animated. However, everything else is said to be live action. Besides this detail, not much else is known about the film, including any casting or possible production or release dates. For those not familiar with this film, it was released in 1986 and told the tale of a little mouse girl's toy maker father who was abducted by a peg-legged bat in Victorian London, England. In an attempt to get her father back, the girl enlists the help of Basil of Baker Street, a rodent with a keen sense for solving mysteries. What starts out as an abduction of a mouse turns into a much larger crime plot against the crown itself. The animated film had a production budget of $14 million and has since gone on to have a domestic lifetime gross of over $38 million, making it quite a success in the long run for Disney. The film's original premiere was not as large as The Lion King or Aladdin. However, it's not to say that Disney doesn't have a chance for global success with this film, as the recent history with live-action remakes have all been box office hits so far. So, Great Mouse Detectives becoming a live-action movie. The 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion.
They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.
Is today. The Play Disney Parks app has added some new limited time achievements for guests celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland Park with a visit to the classic attraction. Now through tomorrow, August 10th, guests experiencing the Haunted Mansion will receive the Sarah Sally Slater achievement featuring the young girl balancing on a tightrope. From August 11th through 18th, visiting the Haunted Mansion and get the Madame Leota achievement. And then from August 19th through the 24th, brave the Haunted Mansion and earn the Watchman and his dog achievement. Guests collecting all three will receive a special fourth achievement that celebrates the mansion's 50th anniversary. The free Play Disney Parks app allows guests inside the theme parks to immerse themselves in the stories, collect achievements, test their Disney knowledge, and interact with the parks. When Marvel Studios finally announced their complete Phase 4 slate at San Diego Comic-Con last month, I think we all cheered in unison because we'd been let in on the secret at long last. Not only do their upcoming plans include a handful of new films to be released in cinemas, but a few new TV shows running alongside them on the Disney Plus streaming service as well, according to WeGotThisCovered.com. Conspicuous by their absence, though, were any franchises acquired in the recent absorbing of 20th Century Fox. but I myself expected it to be several years before either the Fantastic Four, X-Men, or Deadpool would be integrated into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. After all, Kevin Feige and company had to map out some concrete plans of their own while all the corporate dealings were going down. According to BuzzFeed News' own Adam B. Vary, though, Disney CEO Bob Iger was willing to shed some light on the situation, even if it was about as luminous as a pinlight, explaining the following on Twitter. While discussing 20th Century Fox's place at Disney, Bob Iger name checks X-Men, Deadpool, and Fantastic Four as part of Marvel Studios, but he does not mention any plans of how these properties will be integrated into the MCU. Who knows? Maybe we'll hear more about that at D23. With that, it's safe to say that none of the next movies featuring any of those characters will boast a Fox logo in their opening moments. I mean, that was already a given since everything except for Deadpool will be a hard reboot, but any reassurances at this point aren't being cast aside. As for when we'll learn more, let's hope Vary's D23 assumption pans out. If I had to guess, Fantastic Four will roll out first as part of the Phase 5, which makes sense because they're often hailed as being Marvel's first family in the comic book world. The X-Men, meanwhile, could benefit from taking an extended vacation after Dark Phoenix bombed at the box office. Plus, FF will have been on ice since 2015, so they'll be overdue since their respective reboot comes along. When it comes to Deadpool, however, though, I think it'd be insane for Disney to allow him to collect dust for too much longer. After all, he's already headlining 2 huge, successful solo movies of his own. So why even allow for him to cool off? Hopefully the powers that be formulate plans for D-Pity before that. All right, ABC is in active talks about bringing another Marvel female superhero to the network. The broadcaster is working with its Disney sibling on another comic book adaptation. This comes as Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is set to finish after its upcoming 7th season, and the season 6 finale was crazy last week. The hope is seemingly to ensure that there is at least one Marvel property on air on the broadcast network at any given time. However, it's not clear whether the adaptation is being lined up for the broadcaster's traditional development season or if it will be developed off-cycle. ABC Entertainment President Carrie Burke told Deadline, "I've spoken to Marvel and we are in active talks about one project in particular." While she wouldn't give away any details, she said the character would be something brand new mostly and that the series would fit in with its strategy of female-focused superheroes, according to Deadline.com. The project is separate to the show ABC developed last year with Wonder Woman writer Alan Heinberg. Last September, the network gave a production commitment to an untitled hour-long drama from Heinberg, Marvel Television, and ABC Studios. Written by Heinberg, it was about a female characters with superpowers, but in classic Marvel tradition, few details were offered. While the Marvel catalog has been well mined for TV and feature films, there are still a relatively large number of female characters that haven't been on screen or who have only turned up briefly in limited roles. She-Hulk, who is Dr. Bruce Banner's cousin, and Native American mutant Danielle Moonstar are 2 such examples, while the likes of Misty Knight, the police officer with the bionic arm, appeared briefly in Netflix's Luke Cage. So who knows? There's a new way to dress up at Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique starting today. Which day was that? Tuesday. Kids ages 3 through 13 can choose from new packages, accessories, and hairstyles, including bows, halos, and colored ponytails to truly make it the best day ever. If you want a reservation, let me know. I make them for you when I do your dining reservations. And there are now three Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique locations. There's one in Disney Springs, one that just opened this week at the Grand Floridian Resort, and then one inside the Magic Kingdom. The past couple of versions of the My Disney Experience app have contained code for a virtual queue system first seen in the Disneyland app for their version of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, according to blogmickey.com. The inclusion of code in the Walt Disney World exclusive My Disney Experience app shows that Disney is getting the app ready for the virtual queuing system. The idea here is when the land fills to capacity, Disney will stop allowing guests into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, instead pointing them to the My Disney Experience app to join a boarding group, which, by the way, has never gotten used except for maybe half a day on the very first day in Disneyland. But I think Hollywood Studios is going to be a lot more crowded. By providing guests with a virtual queue return window, Disney will avoid large lines along Grand Avenue, and guests will be able to enjoy other rides, shows, and experiences at Disney's Hollywood Studios while they wait. While Disney has not officially announced that a virtual queue will be used in Hollywood Studios, we believe the virtual queue is going to function much the same as we saw it in Disneyland. So basically, guests will be able to walk into the land at rope drop and up until the land fills to capacity, and from there, Disney will direct guests to the My Disney Experience app to get a return time. While there is no way of knowing exactly how long guests will have to wait for attractions, experiences, and more when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens in Hollywood studios, we might be able to look towards a couple of statements from Disney on how the operations in Disneyland went. On the first day that guests without reservations were able to enter the land, Disney reported that the average guest waited 1 hour and 20 minutes in the virtual queue, and the average wait for the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run attraction was 45 to 60 minutes. By the afternoon, the virtual queue was no longer needed, and guests were able to walk right into the new land, and it's not been needed since. Of course, while Disney World has a vastly different crowd breakdown of local annual pass holders versus out-of-state guests, while many have speculated on what the crowds will be like for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and Walt Disney World versus Disneyland, we're happy to see that Disney has the tech in place to handle the crowds, assuming they use it. As always, this information should be treated as unofficial unless and until Disney confirms the story. That is, again, according to blogmickey.com. Stranger Things, Ghostbusters, Universal Monsters, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Holidays in Hell, and Original Maze, the Walking Dead attraction. These are the mazes that have been announced so far for Universal Studios Hollywood's Halloween Horror Nights 2019. And at this past weekend's Midsummer Scream Halloween and Horror Convention in Long Beach, California, the event's creative director, John Murdy, revealed one more, Creep Show. Inspired by the 1950s EC horror comics, the 1982 anthology film directed by George A. Romero, who also directed Night of the Living Dead, and the upcoming Shudder original series of the same name, reimagined by acclaimed makeup artist Greg Nicotero, the Creep Show Maze at Halloween Horror Nights 2019 will invite Universal Studios Hollywood guests to step into comic book pages to explore 5 terrible tales of terror guided by the Creep, the franchise's skeletal namesake. So that's in Hollywood. That's their Halloween Horror Nights. Attendance fell 3% at Disney's domestic theme parks despite the launch of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland during the most recent quarter, according to the company's latest earnings report. While Disney Company reported an increase in theme park revenue in its fiscal third quarter 2019 results on Tuesday, however, Disney Parks experiences and products revenue increased 7% to $6.6 billion in the latest quarter. Increased spending on food and merchandise, higher hotel occupancy, and a hike in ticket prices at domestic theme parks helped boost that revenue. Concerns about crowding at Galaxy's Edge, though, caused visitors to stay away from Disneyland, Disney CEO Bob Iger said. There was a tremendous concern in the marketplace that there was going to be a huge crowding when we opened Galaxy's Edge, Iger said. Because you made it that way, you literally said it on every ad you did. Some people stayed away just because they experienced that it would not be a great guest experience. An increase in local hotel prices and a hike in Disneyland ticket prices also contributed to the lower attendance at the Anaheim theme park, Iger said. Opening Galaxy's Edge with only 1 of 2 planned attractions also impacted Disneyland attendance, he said. All of those factors contributed to attendance that was below what we would have hoped it would be, Iger said. The Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run flight simulator opened at Disneyland on May 31st. The Rise of the Resistance Dark Ride will open at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida on December 5th and at Disneyland on January 17th. Interest in these attractions and the land is extremely high. We have no concerns whatsoever about them, Iger said. We feel great about the product we created. It's just going to take some time for things to work themselves out in terms of how the marketplace is reacting. Disneyland raised ticket prices in January with higher prices during peak times and lower prices on less crowded days. We do not feel that we have a pricing issue at our domestic parks, Iger said. While overall attendance at Disneyland fell 3% during the quarter, paid attendance and average spending was up. The overall decline in attendance at Disneyland was due to lower annual pass holder visitation. The decline in attendance at Disneyland Resort was primarily driven by lower annual pass holder visitation because they blocked them out, as we managed demand the first few weeks after opening Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in order to maintain a higher level of guest satisfaction, Disney CFO Christine McCarthy said. Visitors have indicated they are deferring trips to Disney World until after the Florida version of Galaxy's Edge opens later this summer, contributing to a decline in attendance for that quarter at that park, McCarthy said. Average spending at domestic theme parks increased 10% on higher admissions, merchandise, and food and beverage spending. Domestic hotel occupancy rose 2% to 88%. Despite domestic parks achieving record revenues in the third quarter, operating income was down slightly due to decline in attendance and higher costs. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge debuted on May 31st at Disneyland with a 24-day reservation-only soft opening period. On June 24th, the Anaheim theme park deployed a virtual queue boarding pass system for Galaxy's Edge that has been used sparingly, if at all, ever since. A nearly identical version of Galaxy's Edge is scheduled to open August 29th at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida. Disney's domestic parks benefited from a calendar-related twist, with both weeks of the Easter holiday falling in the third quarter of this year, compared to just one of those weeks in last year. So there you go. That's their excuse for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge not being as busy at Disneyland. They blocked out their in-year pass holders, and they told people it's going to be crazy crowded. I mean, people listened. So if you'll notice, in the ads for Walt Disney World Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, they are not saying that. They are encouraging everyone to come. And this week, they released on Wednesday, starting on Wednesday, I did this for 2 days in a row, waited online as the Millennium Falcon flew across the screen while I was on hold to get to the screen where I could actually book Oga's Cantina for all my clients traveling between now and when 180 days from now is. So every single one of my clients, I was able to get an Oga's Cantina reservation. Why did I do that? Even if they didn't ask for it? Number one, I'm a good travel agent. Number two, whether they realize it or not, they're going to want to see inside Oga's Cantina. It is really well done. But they're also going to want to get into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. They're going to want to see the land. And so I am banking on the fact that they will do this like Disneyland did it. And if you have a reservation to do anything inside the land, which now they also have the Droid Depot and Savi's workshop reservations available as well. So if you wanted to build a lightsaber or you wanted to build a droid, you have to prepay. There has to be a credit card guarantee attached there. And those lightsabers are $200 per person to build, and the droids are $100 per person to build. Fair warning. So, if you have one of those 3 reservations, that should guarantee you and your crew access to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So, I went ahead and made Oga's Cantina reservations for all my clients, whether they asked for them or not, whether they told me they wanted Star Wars or not, because they need to see it. You need to see the land. And if you're there in that park at Hollywood Studios and you can see the land but you can't go in it, you're not going to be happy. So I booked them all access, and that's one of the benefits of having me as your agent. And so now they all have a reservation to get into the land because they have a reservation to get into the cantina. So they have to let them into the land to get to their reservation. That's my thinking on it. That's why I did that. So all my clients that are traveling between now and 180 days from now will get to see Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and go inside the cantina. The other thing about that is it doesn't take any of their dining plan credits. So if they have the dining plan, Oga's Cantina doesn't take the dining plan. It's literally just drinks and snacks. Some of the drinks are alcoholic and some are non-alcoholic. My kids, all 3, were able to find a different drink when we went to the one in Disneyland. So it's not a big deal. They have, a couple of snacks offered, but nobody wanted to try the snacks. They have a pork mug you can get with one of the drinks called the Cliff Dweller, and my daughter got that one. So they're all very citrusy in nature, and so is the blue and green milk for that matter. So anywho, all my clients have reservations. If you would like to be my client, just let me know. Click on book now. So that, I'm assuming, is going to get them into the land so they can at least see it and see inside the cantina. It's really fun in there. DJ Rex is, playing the music, and it's really cute. So those are all available now. Yes, Galaxy's Edge, darling. But Judith, I think you would enjoy the cantina. It's fun. It's definitely fun. All right. Alani, a Disney resort and spa in Hawaii, is debuting a new experience for both girls and boys inside Painted Sky, the Hawaii-style studio that's normally for teens. So Beyond the Painted Sky for kids ages 3 through 12 starts with a fashion transformation. Stylists will tend to their hairstyle, makeup, costume, and accessory needs. Basically, it's like a bibbidi-bobbidi boutique, but Hawaiian style. Package options include Alani Tutu Cute Tea, Mini Dot, Moana Swim, Off the Hook, Boys Surf and Swim, and more. Depending on the package, plan on 30 minutes to an hour to complete the transformation. The fun continues as the salon is transformed into a magical rainbow garden where kids can create an island craft using tropical ferns and flowers. Disney characters will also join in the fun as the kids join the Rainbow Wishes Parade through the pathways of Alani. The combination Beyond the Painted Sky experience lasts 90 minutes total and is offered Sundays and Wednesdays at noon and 2:30 p.m. The experience is $55 per child plus the cost of the makeover, which starts at $150 plus tax. So that's something new offered to Alani. It's no secret that Disney Springs has some of the best dining at Walt Disney World Resort and anywhere in Central Florida for that matter. Within the last year, they've opened 2 new restaurants, Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill and Jaleo by Jose Andres, both headed by James Beard Award-winning chefs. Fun fact, they're up to 6 James Beard Award-winning chef-owned restaurants now. They've got it all. Italian, Mexican, Asian, Spanish, and all-American, plus plenty of unique spots to cure any sweet tooth. But what if I told you that there's many more on the way? That's right. There's new details about another restaurant coming to Disney Springs. And vegans, get excited. Allergy people, get excited. It's called Beatrix, which is owned by Lettuce Entertain You Enterprises, a Chicago-based restaurant group, which will open their first restaurant in Florida at Disney Springs West Side. Have you noticed that all of these restaurants I've mentioned are going in the west side of Disney Springs? They're totally revitalizing that place before the new Cirque show starts. All right, so Beatrix is your neighborhood restaurant, coffee house, and grab-and-go market featuring healthy food options, including vegetarian, gluten-free, and vegan, along with fresh squeezed juice cocktails. The restaurant will also offer a bakery and full-service bar with a selection of all-American beer and wine. Executive partner and divisional president Mark Jacobs explains, Beatrix represents the way people are eating today. It's that mix of health and comfort. Whether grabbing a cup of coffee and your favorite pastry or having a cocktail lunch or dinner with friends, it's your neighborhood meeting place. Keep an eye out on the Disney Parks blog for future updates on Beatrix, as well as CityWorks Eatery and Poorhouse, anticipated to open this winter, and Ample Hills Creamery. So exciting. According to touringplans.com, in May, we wrote about the Visitor Toll Pass, which is a new option allowing guests renting cars in the Orlando area to bypass toll booths and save money. Previously, the Visitor Pass was in testing for this summer with an end date of August 1st. The Toll Pass is now available for all future visits with no end date. Unlike similar options from rental car agencies, the Visitor Toll Pass is free to borrow. You only have to pay for the tolls you pass through. Plus, you'll save time and some money. Tolls are over 20% off when you use the Visitor Toll Pass. Register online for the Visitor Toll Pass prior to your trip and pick up the pass in the airport. Visitor Toll Passes are hung on the rearview mirror of the vehicle, granting entry through any E-Pass, SunPass, or Leeway Express lanes. Tolls are automatically paid for using your credit card that you put on file when you register. Once your vacation is complete, you can return the Visitor Toll Pass at a drop box located along the pedestrian walkways from the rental cars to the airport terminals. Any Visitor Toll Passes not returned will incur a $10 fee in addition to any tolls that the vehicle passed through. So cool. New entrance and security checkpoint expansion areas are now open at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The Edison is having a Gatsby evening at the Edison on Sunday, September 1st. Doors will open at 7:30 p.m. It says, join us for a roaring good time at the Edison's lavish Gatsby affair. Celebrate Labor Day at Disney Springs by getting all dolled up in your best flapper attire, jazzed up in your 1920s style suits, and get ready to dance the night away in style. From the moment you step on the red carpet and enter the opulent party setting, be prepared to be entertained. From flair tenders serving swanky spirits, flying aerial champagne performers, burlesque dancers, cigar rollers, and live bands, stilt walkers, and more, you'll be dazzled till the end. Sip complimentary bubbles of Moet champagne and enjoy the Edison's full food and beverage menu for purchase. The cost is $79 per adult, must be 21 or older to attend. Price excludes taxes and gratuity. You must be 21 to attend. Complimentary champagne will be served twice during the evening, along with an assortment of appetizers. This is included in your ticket price. There is a 72-hour refund policy associated with this event. If you would like a ticket, they are available to purchase on the Edison's website. A new house has been announced for Halloween Horror Nights this week in Orlando. Jordan Peele's new original nightmare comes to life as the Wilson family faces the ultimate opponent themselves. You can't hide yourself from us. Are you ready to enter the shocking reality of Academy Award-winning filmmaker Jordan Peele and Universal Pictures' global horror hit Us? In this new haunted house at Halloween Horror Nights, you will walk through the Wilson family beach house and Santa Cruz Pier, where you might spot a familiar character outside of the funhouse. You'll also venture through the unnerving tunnels that stretch for miles deep below America and come face to face with the Tethered, a group of terrifying doppelgangers of every living man, woman, and child in the country. You'll quickly discover that you are your own worst enemy. Follow in the footsteps of Adelaide Wilson as she experiences a horrifying and traumatic encounter with her tethered double, Red. Watch her face off with her menacing mirror image in a deadly dance with a fatal ending. As you venture deeper through the haunted house, you will be transported to modern day and witness the tethered rise up from their underground labyrinth, ready to take on their privileged upper world counterparts, determined to enact their plan of murder and revenge. Prepare to run for your life, as there is no escaping yourself. Halloween Horror Nights returns to Universal Studios Florida on select nights from September 6th through November 2nd. This year, you will experience 10 haunted houses, 5 scare zones, live entertainment, and more. And I can book those tickets and packages for you now. Remember, suggested age is 13 and up on Halloween Horror Nights. I went to several trainings this week, one of which was for Celebrity Cruise Line, and they have a brand new ship called the Celebrity Flora, which is going to be sailing in the Galapagos Islands, their itinerary down there. They have 3 ships now that will be sailing in the Galapagos Islands. That is the Flora, the Expedition, and the Exploration. They can't have more, they said, than 150 people total on all 3 ships at once. So that makes it even like more intimate and a less crowded setting. These trips are truly all inclusive. And now they're even offering a deal to include your flight down there. So if you're interested, and that's to Quito, Ecuador. You fly to Quito, Ecuador, then all your flights are included after that. So once you get to Quito and your hotel stay there is included, then you fly the next day to the Galapagos Islands. At their airport, that flight is included. Everything on the ships is included. And these are smaller yacht type ships, but everything's included on them. Your food, your internet, your butler, all of them are suite type rooms. All of them have balconies. So all of that stuff is included in that journey. Your passes to get on the Galapagos Islands and to get to the Darwin facilities. Everything's included in this trip. So they have a once in a lifetime experience called glamping on the new Flora ship. There is a space where you can sit during the day, and there's a space you sleep at night. You have your own private butler. You also have a star astrologist that will come out there and point out all the stars in the sky that you're seeing while you're sitting out there in your glamping location on deck. And then in the morning, the butler brings you your full service breakfast out there in this spot. Now, this is available to book a couple of times during each of these sailings, and there's only one. There is only one glamping opportunity. So it's only available to book as soon as you get on board, and it is first come, first serve. So that has been very popular, and they said, actually, I think you could book before then, because they said it's booked up all the way through. There's all the sailings this year, I think, and into next year. But anyway, that's a new offering they have. Celebrity Apex, it has added a sailing on Wednesday, April 1st. It's a 4-night sailing, a preview sailing in Northern Europe. So this ship is ahead of schedule. So there's going to be a 4-night preview sailing being added. Both preview sailing and the maiden voyage will have all the festivities you'd expect for the launch of such a revolutionary new ship. Summer season updated to remove the 6 7-night Western Mediterranean sailings and made into 4 10 to 11 night Eastern Mediterranean sailings. So this one is going to be awesome. Celebrity Apex in Europe. 2020's season of the Celebrity Summit is going to be having some unique itineraries from Bayonne, New Jersey. So it's May through October and November of 2020. There's going to be a sand night San Juan in New Jersey, a 10-night Bermuda, Newport, and Charleston sailing, a couple of those, a 9-night Maine and Canada sailing, a 12-night Boston, Maine, and Canada sailing, a 7-night Bermuda and Newport sailing, 14-night, this is the biggie, this is August 2nd of 2020 and August 16th of 2020. They are offering on the Celebrity Summit from Bayonne, New Jersey, a 14-night Iceland and Greenland sailing. Then after that, they have a 12-night Boston, Maine, and Canada sailing, a 12-night Boston to Fort Lauderdale, and then a 15-night Panama Canal west and eastbound sailing from Fort Lauderdale. And that is on the newly revitalized Celebrity Summit out of Bayonne, New Jersey. And they also, starting yesterday, have debuted new non-refundable fares. So before, celebrities changed their pricing, and so now they have a sale rate, which is the cheapest rate available on any type of stateroom. They have Sale Plus, which allows you to get 2 perks included with your rate, and then they have a Sale All Included, which allows you to get all 4 perks, or choose 4 perks for your rate in any stateroom. So that's cool. So now they're offering non-refundable rates in addition to that. So you could get the sale rate on any stateroom and then get it non-refundable, which means it's going to be a couple $100 cheaper because you would lose $100 per person if you decided to change your date or cancel. So this has already started. All categories will have the option to be booked at refundable and non-refundable rates. Sail Your Way will be refundable and non-refundable. So the Sail Plus, and Sail all-included categories will now both have a refundable and non-refundable option on Celebrity Cruise Line. Plus, if you are eligible for a brand promo with perks, a senior promo, a resident promo, like Texas residents have discounts with Celebrity, a military promo, a police fire promo, net rate promos, or exciting deal promos, those will now also offer a non-refundable rate. So how exciting is that? Then I'm going on a celebrity cruise in December. And I was just on their app last night to do my online check-in, and I can't do that yet, but I could book my internet package, and this showed up. These are new. They are new perks packages. So for $399 per person, you can save 17% from the regular price of these things. You get one dinner at a specialty dining restaurant, $150 shore excursion credit, and unlimited internet on one device. And it depends on how many nights your sailings are. So that's for a 7-night sailing. It's a little bit more expensive if it's longer. The Perks Extra gets you $499 per person. You save 24% off the regular price for these things. And you get one dinner at a specialty dining restaurant, $150 shore excursion credit, unlimited internet on one device, and one photo package of 12 digital or print photos. The Perks Ultra package is $899 per person, and you save 18% on these things, which is 2 dinners at one of their specialty dining restaurants, $300 shore excursion credit, unlimited internet on 2 devices, 1 unlimited digital photo package, 2 bags of laundry per sailing, and that's all included in the Perks Ultra package. All of these have started as of yesterday on Celebrity Cruise Lines, and then they have a new Premier Pass, which is only available to book pre-cruise. This is $549 for 2 guests. It's priority embarkation, debarkation, unlimited internet access on 2 devices, a welcome bottle of champagne, which is Veuve Chocolat, inside access tour, officer's lunch, champagne toast with captain and a photo, 1 exclusive wine pairing from the sommelier, and laundry service 1 bag. For a 7-night cruise, $549 for 2 guests. That's the Celebrity Premier Pass, which just started yesterday too. On Celebrity Flora Expedition and Exploration that go to the Galapagos Islands, you can now get 50% off your second guest, plus round-trip flights to Quito, Ecuador included. And then, like I said, every other flight and transportation and hotel you stay at after that, after you get to Quito, is all included as well. If you book by October 31st for sailings departing September 1st of 2019 through December 31st of 2020. Round-trip airfare is only valid on 2019 and 2020 sailings. So if you're interested in going to the Galapagos Islands, they'll even fly you there. And it's 50% off the second guest. So everything is literally included. So that is a bucket list cruise. That is a once-in-a-lifetime bucket list cruise. So if you're interested, let me know. We need to get you booked by October 31st. Walt Disney World is just around the corner, and there is exciting information for planning your trip to Batu. As of August 7th, reservations can now be made for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge experiences at Walt Disney World, such as Oga's Cantina, Savi's Workshop, and the Droid Depot, which I just told you about. Also, the Droid Depot reservations can be made at Disneyland and Oga's Cantina at Disneyland. But for Disney World, they open with your dining reservation, so at 180 days out. So we discussed that. Also this week, speaking of Disneyland, Walt Disney Travel Company 2020 packages for Disneyland Resort were released. So for those of you who are wanting me to quote you for 2020 Disneyland, I did it. It's available now. Mark your calendar for, this is so cool, y'all, okay, for Sunday, September 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern and a replay at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Freeform channel, which is in my new bundle I just got. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Adventure awaits, featuring a plethora of celebrity guests, including Neil Patrick Harris, Keegan-Michael Key, Sarah Hyland, Jay Leno, and Kaylee Cuoco. all in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So that's called Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, The Adventure Awaits, a special airing on Freeform on Sunday, September 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern with a replay at 10 p.m. Eastern. I will be watching. Will you be joining us for the grand opening of the NBA Experience? Swing by Emirates Patisserie on August 12th and score a limited time basketball Mickey Mouse featuring Bailey's salted caramel, dark chocolate, and chocolate chiffon cake while supplies last. Isn't it so cute? A Mickey Mouse. The Tower of Terror refurbishment is finished at Disney's Hollywood Studios. If you weren't aware, Disney has been closing half of the ride at a time to allow for maintenance on the drop shafts with more this summer, which we talked about. That was going on. The work has led to higher than average wait times and lower than usual allotment of FastPass Plus distributions. The refurbishment doesn't include any changes to the ride itself beyond mechanical work. According to cast members, work is scheduled to be completed today, August 9th, or a few days after. Because work on the drop shaft doesn't completely close the ride, Disney has been a little bit more lenient with their end date for the work. The ride had temporarily opened fully a few days ago before maintenance decided that they needed to go back and do a bit more work on the left dropped shaft. So there you go. Refurbishment done! Tower of Terror, and it's supposed to be smoother now, so I can't wait to ride it again. All right, you've seen this on my page. This is a Royal Caribbean exclusive discount for people who book with me. So just for our agency and just for the next couple of days and through August 14th. So if you were already going to book Royal Caribbean anyway, you can get the current promotional rate, which also has a beat the clock rate added to it, beat the clock savings added to it. So it's buy one, get one, 50% off, then kids sale free, plus instant savings, plus beat the clock instant savings of a larger amount, plus up to $100 to spend at sea if you book through me. This is my agency exclusive discount only through August 14th on Royal Caribbean cruises. If you book a suite, you get $100 per stateroom bonus spending money. If you book a balcony stateroom, you get $50 per stateroom bonus spending money. And if you book an interior or ocean view room, you get $25 per stateroom bonus spending money. Again, only through August 14th, so let me know. 50th anniversary wreath has been placed on the front door of the Haunted Mansion, according to www.nt.com. Isn't that pretty? It's black, and it says 50 right there in golds. Disney Cruise Line recently launched a new website where you or your family or friends can purchase specialty onboard gifts and decor to be delivered to your stateroom during your cruise. The new website makes it easier than ever to celebrate special occasions on board like birthdays and anniversaries. Some of the onboard gifts and amenities you can purchase include Mickey and Minnie cupcakes, celebration cakes, holiday treats, beer, wine, and champagne packages, flower arrangements, romance packages with sparkling wine, chocolates, and a rose and robes, stateroom decor for holidays, birthdays, anniversaries, and more. Before you set sail, simply log on to the site with your reservation number to browse the gift offerings and place an order online. Family and friends who would like to surprise someone going on a Disney cruise may also place an order by visiting the site and entering the guest reservation number and last name. Just make sure you place cake orders no later than 7 days prior to the sail date and all other orders no later than 3 days prior to the sail date. Disney Cruise Line onboard gifts are the perfect way to make your voyage more memorable or bid loved ones a bon voyage. Mark your calendars because this September, Freeform will be celebrating 30 Days of Disney by airing beloved movies from Disney, Marvel, and Pixar. Tune in as we venture to far-off places and discover daring sword fights, magic spells, a prince in disguise. You get the idea. Each week will be themed to highlight the best of Disney villains, sing-alongs, pirates, and sheroes. And each weekend will be jam-packed with more classic Disney films. Freeform will also give viewers an exciting behind-the-scenes look at the new lands at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida and Disneyland Resort in California with a 2-hour special, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Adventure Awaits, premiering Sunday, September 29th. Hosted by Neil Patrick Harris, the immersive and exclusive television event will invite audiences to explore the epic new lands and learn more about how this new planet of Batuu came to life. The Walt Disney Imagineers and Disney cast members will share how they brought Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to life with fascinating insider details. The special will follow Harris as he meets up with Key for some laughs in Oga's Cantina and takes a tour of Batuu. Hyland will learn about the tensions between the First Order and the Resistance. and create her own droid at the Droid Depot. Leno will explore Millennium Falcon's Smuggler's Run inside and out, and Cuoco will take a special peek inside the highly anticipated and out-of-this-world attraction, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. You'll get to see the new attraction, opening December 5th at Disney's Hollywood Studios and January 17th at Disneyland Park. 30 Days of Disney will also feature the freeform premieres of Iron Man, Disney's Pete's Dragon, Newsies the Broadway musical, and Tomorrowland, as well as a special airing of the Disney Channel original movie Descendants 3. Throughout the month, Freeform will present a special Disneyland photo series with influencers celebrating Disney bounding culture. On air and on social media, Freeform will also showcase some of the biggest fans showing their Disney love with short content featuring Disney bounding, cosplay, and more. The schedule is on Freeform's website, but it's going to include Descendants, Meet the Robinsons, The Pacifier, Hercules, Mulan, The Princess and the Frog, Toy Story 2, Maleficent, Pocahontas, Beauty and the Beast, the animated version, my favorite, The Lion King, the animated version, The Incredibles, Monsters, Inc., Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings, on Saturday, September 7th, Descendants 2, Descendants 3, Freaky Friday, Tarzan, Pixar's Nemo, Dory, Wall-E, Oz the Great and Powerful, Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Freaky Friday 2003 edition. I've said all those. Tomorrowland. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, Pirates of the Caribbean, At World's End, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, The Jungle Book, 2016 version, so that's live action. Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings again on Saturday, September 14th. Let's see, Cars, Zootopia, Ratatouille, Pete's Dragon, and that's the 2016 version of that one as well. I'm just trying to name the new ones I haven't said yet. Moana. Newsies, the Broadway musical. Hercules, High School Musical. High School Musical 2. Princess and the Frog. McFarland USA. Lilo and Stitch. I don't think they've had that one on Freeform. And that's it. So, tune in September to Freeform because it is 30 Days of Disney, and tune in September 29th for the special Star Wars Galaxy's Edge show. Agent Carter will reportedly appear in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7. Ooh, exciting. That's also on ABC. Okay, because they're anticipating so many people to be in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and Hollywood Studios, they are offering 2 daily showings of Fantasmic just for August 29th through September 2nd. Guests will be able to watch Fantasmic at 8:30 and also at 10 p.m. those nights. As far as Hollywood Studios goes, the store refurbishments are done on Sunset Boulevard. And then Legends of Hollywood closed back in March for refurbishment after taking over the previous Planet Hollywood Superstore. Disney is quick at work on expanding the Legends of Hollywood shop into this entire block of stores on Sunset Boulevard at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The expected end date for this refurbishment is August 22nd, just days before the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Keystone Clothiers also closed back in March, and this expected end date for refurbishment is also August 22nd. Mickey's of Hollywood, one of the oldest storefronts at Disney's Hollywood Studios, closed in May for refurbishment. Mickey's of Hollywood was regarded as the emporium of Disney's Hollywood Studios, taking up the entire first block, a store facades to the left, opening upon entering the park. We're so sad to lose this store to yet another refurbishment. The expected end date for Mickey's of Hollywood's refurbishment is September 15th, missing the Galaxy's Edge opening by a few weeks. This is all according to WDWNT.com. Also, according to WDWNT.com, there has been an update to one of the desserts that's going to be offered at Oga's Cantina in Walt Disney World at Hollywood Studios that is not offered in Disneyland's version because it's an alcoholic snack. So the menu update brings with it the addition of a new provision with alcohol named the Rhodian Ration, which contains Tito's Handmade Vodka, Decupier Pucker Sour Apple Sprite, and Boba Balls with a pop. Given that it's labeled as a provision and not a cocktail, you could say it is the alcoholic equivalent of Olga's Obsession, the other boba dessert on the menu. So interesting. It's an alcoholic version of a snack. It's basically like a Jell-O shot, is what it looks like to me. Other boozy additions to Batu at Disney's Hollywood Studios are the blue and green milk coolers, as well as 2 new alcoholic mixed drinks at Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo and Rhino Roasters. Central Florida will soon have another way to cool off besides water parks, a snow park. That's right. According to the Orlando Sentinel, Pasco County leaders have given the green light for the attraction to be built in a remote area of Dade City, Fox 13 News reported Wednesday. The catch, it will be only able to operate about 4 months of the year when the temperature is 80 degrees or below. Plans for the attraction include a snow play area and a hill for snow tubing. It's tentatively set to open by the end of 2020. Snow in Orlando! Besides, Disney. All right, so Disney's Riviera Resort. You've started to sense the excitement surrounding Walt Disney World's newest resort, Disney's Riviera Resort, which is currently under construction and is opening for guests to enjoy beginning December 16th of 2019. Now is your chance to get a sneak peek at the crafting of Disney's Riviera Resort in a new special. The Art of Inspiration is an exclusive first look into the creation of the newest Disney Vacation Club resort. You can view this online on-demand show now through October 8th at artofriviera.com. Plus, after you watch the special, you can enter for a chance to win a Disney vacation with a 5-night stay at Disney's Riviera Resort. And keep an eye out for a special offer on Disney Vacation Club membership exclusively for viewers of The Art of Inspiration. So I already did this. I entered, even though I'm already a DVC member. You're allowed to enter as well. In this special, you also get a behind-the-scenes glimpse of the making of the Disney Skyliner. Coming fall 2019, Skyliner will connect Disney's Riviera Resort to Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios and to other Walt Disney World resorts. So again, enter before October 8th. Go to artofriviera.com. Watch the video and enter. Adventure is out there for 15 familiar Disney characters as they explore and see the sights at 7 Walt Disney World Resort hotels. Yay! Keep an eye out for Donald, Goofy, Daisy, Minnie, Tigger, Pooh, Mary Poppins, Alice, the Mad Hatter, Lilo, Stitch, Mickey, Pluto, Chip, and Dale. These character experiences are unique from standard character greetings, offering the opportunity for guests to catch a glimpse of their favorite characters, surprising guests in their travels as they have fun and make magical memories at unique locations. A good time can always be found on the lawn at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, but Chip and Dale are hoping to find some acorns there too. If they're not exploring the wilderness, they may join in on a game of cornhole or giant checkers at Disney's Contemporary Resort. The lawn outside of Disney's Polynesian Village Resort's Great Ceremonial House is a great place for Lilo to say aloha while Stitch gets into mischief, or for Mickey and Pluto to stop by for some Mouse's best friend bonding time. Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa has so much to offer that several characters may stop by. Pooh and Tigger may bounce around in search of honey along the sidewalks at this resort. The winds may bring in Mary Poppins on a jolly holiday at the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious topiaries near the main pool. Alice and the Mad Hatter might switch places from their regular tea setting to the Mad Hatter Tea Party pool. The sights, smells, and shopping at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club resorts and Disney's Board Clock Resort have a lot to offer to Daisy, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy. Daisy and Minnie might take in the sights or go for a swim during a girls' day out, while Donald and Goofy won't be too far away, catching some sun at the pool deck or looking for a tasty treat. These characters are excited to explore the world, but these vacations may not last forever, so guests are encouraged to say hello before the characters set out on their next adventure. That's cool. So if you're staying at any one of those DVC resorts, you get to meet some really cool characters. Another new haunted house has been announced this week by Universal Studios Hollywood. Not Hollywood, I'm sorry. This is the Orlando one. Universal Orlando Resort has announced a new house. This is Graveyard Games. New Graveyard Games haunted house awakens at Halloween Horror Nights. Do cemeteries give you the willies? Then this one will give you nightmares. Graveyard Games is the next haunted house to join the lineup at this year's Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando. In the Ascension Parish Cemetery, it's normal to find teens playing amongst the tombstones. You'll find yourself witnessing the repercussions of the disrespectful antics of two teens who have awakened the spirits of the dead. As you roam through the cemetery, you'll wind through dark mausoleums and decaying piles of coffins. Ghosts of every shape and form will rise from the tombstones to exact their revenge as you try to escape the maze of crumbling tombstones and mausoleums. Skeletal beings, ghastly apparitions, and vengeful spirits will try to drag you to the grave, and in the end, you'll find out what happened to those who set out to deface the cemetery. Before you enter the haunted house, take the opportunity to chat with a few of the local teens and storytellers of the town. All you need is your phone and open Facebook Messenger to the Halloween Horror Nights page. Here, you'll learn the history and spooky legends the cemetery keeps. Better be prepared for what awaits than finding yourself coming to a dead end. It's getting spooky up in here. The gates of Halloween Horror Nights open September 6th through November 2nd with haunted houses, scare zone shows, and more. Again, this is in Orlando. Living with the Land boat ride now has a new digital film scene in the Epcot Land Pavilion. I love that ride, so I can't wait to see it. This Saturday is National Bowling Day, so tomorrow, and Splitsville, Orlando is celebrating with free bowling for every 25th person that makes their way through the rental kiosk. Interesting. So if you like bowling, you might be the 25th person and get it free. Every hero and every moment led us to here. Get Marvel Studios Adventures in-game on digital now and on Blu-ray August 13th. According to blogmickey.com, they were just able to confirm with Disney that VIP tours will be allowed inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios on opening day. This is in slight contrast to Disneyland, where VIP tours weren't allowed in the land for the first couple of weeks. So, here's how it's going to work. There will be no reservations required at Disney's Hollywood Studios at opening day, but the land could still reach capacity. Instead, regular guests will be able to join a virtual queue if the land fills to capacity and be asked to return when their boarding group is called. Guests who have purchased a VIP tour will be able to bypass any wait time and get into the land and will not be required to enter the virtual queue. Once you're inside the land, you'll be able to bypass whatever wait there is for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. While there is no traditional Fast Pass line, VIP tours will still have a Fast Pass type experience, meaning that they will have a 10 to 15 minute wait for the ride and not be forced to go through the regular line. It's not front of line access, but the wait is minimal, just like any other attraction covered by VIP tours throughout Disney World. Now, that line is the one that if you have a DAS access, you can go through as well. It's the one we went through at Disneyland's version. Another potential bonus is that guests on a VIP tour will be able to bypass the main bag check area and use a backstage entrance if they are picked up by their VIP tour guide outside of the park. One more thing to note is that while you won't have to wait for entry into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge or for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, VIP tours will not be able to get you to the front of the line for other special type access experiences such as Savi's hand-built lightsabers or Oga's Cantina. Reservations for both of those and the Droid Depot are now available, and you must have them despite the fact that you have a VIP tour. Finally, the price. Because of how far out in advance VIP Tour releases their prices, opening day of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is actually priced at the lowest tier, only $425 per hour. If you've never done a VIP tour at Walt Disney World, it's worth noting that each tour can accommodate up to 10 guests, and the pricing listed is per group, not per guest. Disney told us that they set their prices before they knew the exact opening date of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. They also told us that there is still availability to buy a VIP tour for the opening day on August 29th. $425 an hour, 10 people. I mean, if you split that up, it's not too bad. Virgin Voyages today released itinerary details for the company's first ship, Scarlet Lady's fall and winter 2020 and 2021 season. Options include the Mayan Soul, Dominican Days, and Fire and Soirees itineraries. Bookings are now open from April 1st, 2020 and March of 2021. Virgin Voyages' Mayan Soul itinerary will be a 5-night voyage to Costa Maya, Mexico. There is also the Scarlet Lady's Dominican Days voyage, where the ship will journey to Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic on a 5-night sailing. For those who just want a quick getaway, Virgin Voyages' 4-night Fire and Sunset soirees include a sunset departure from Key West and a midnight departure from Bimini, Bahamas, where guests can enjoy the Beach Club at Bimini, a private club that is exclusive for Virgin guests only while the ship is on island. All right, Disneyland, since they released their packages for this week, you know how we talked about last week that Disney World is increasing their prices for their Aon travel insurance product? It went up $5 for adults to $82.50 per adult, and it went up 50 cents for kids to $6 a kid. So at Disneyland, it was $70.50 for an adult and $5 for a kid, and so it's gone up $5 there for adults and 50 cents for kids. So if you get the travel insurance at Disneyland with your resort package that you book through me, then it'll be $75.50 per adult and $5.50 per kid on their travel insurance. Now, this is something new. There is now available for 2020 packages at Disneyland a 2020 Walt Disney World Travel Company Disney Rewards Visa package. Now, they've already been offering this, but the things that you got with it were different. So here are the components of the package. You get all the components of your regular Walt Disney World package plus these additional perks. Promotional APR of 0% for 6 months on select Disney vacation packages from the date of purchase when you use your Disney Visa credit card and book through the Walt Disney Travel Company. Insulated Disney Visa Rewards cooler bag when you get to the resort. So what they said is they'll give you a voucher and you go at your resort to an area designated for these reward bags, and it'll be a Disney Visa Rewards cooler bag that you get as well. Again, the NBA experience, a one-of-a-kind environment where guests of all ages can enter the world of professional basketball, will open its doors at Disney Springs on August 12th. In honor of the debut of this thrilling high-energy experience, Disney Parks Live will live stream the grand opening of NBA Experience right here at the Disney Parks blog on Monday, beginning at 9:25 a.m. Eastern Time. Our live stream will provide an exclusive look at the opening, which will be attended in person by invited guests and media only, and will feature appearances by Disney friends, NBA and WNBA players, and ESPN personalities, among others. For those guests planning to visit NBA Experience on opening day, please note the venue will open at 5 p.m. once the official grand opening celebration concludes. NBA Experience is packed with 13 different basketball-related activities that are designed for the whole family to enjoy across 44,000 square feet and 2 floors. The Madame Leota Pop became available today. It's $19.99 and it glows in the dark. So cute! Funko sent us the Madame Leota Funko Pop that will be sold at Frontier Trading Post in Magic Kingdom and Disneyland. It is very unique. It glows in the dark, according to Denise at Mouse Steps. Over at the Magic Kingdom, for those of you who like Descendants, okay, or who watched the movie last weekend like I and my whole family did, there is a Descendants party as part of the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So if your kids are wanting to see Descendants people or wanting to do something Descendants related, that's a place you can do it. From the Disney Parks designer collection comes the Haunted Mansion 50th Anniversary Mouse Ear Headband created by Walt Disney Imagineer Kim Irvine, who's best known as the art director of Disneyland Park and the face of Madame Leota in Haunted Mansion Holiday. The ears are reversible, with the front featuring none other than Madame Leota herself. Here's what they look like. This is the front. The headband features velvet ears with embroidered patches inspired by elements from the Seance Circle scene, as well as ghost-inspired art from Disney legend Claude Coates printed on the back. A faux leather embroidered raven with wings spread and red gem eyes sits between the themed ears, just behind a replica of Madame Leota's crystal ball. And the inside of the headband says 50 years of happy haunts. It's $78, just like the other designer headbands, and it is available at the Disneyland Resort on August 9th, and at Walt Disney World Resort, it'll be available tomorrow. Or you can get it online at shopdisney.com on August 12th. Just for the 50th anniversary celebration of the Haunted Mansion, Disneyland has made more room at the mansion for a few more happy haunts. In fact, not only are the rooms filled with wall-to-wall creeps, but now they also feature live actors throughout the halls and in the infamous Pepper's Ghost ballroom scene. Even Madame Leota's seance room got a bit of an upgrade with a 50th anniversary logo projection. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. One of them might even appear in their corruptible mortal state. That's really cool. I wish they would do that at Walt Disney World, but I understand it's not the 50th anniversary of that one. Superhero fans are in for a treat this month at the Disneyland Resort. August 31st marks 80 years of superheroes, and there are plenty of ways to celebrate at Disney California Adventure Park. Enjoy special curated commemorative food and merchandise, as well as entertainment and experiences. Plus, the park is already filled with exciting offerings, from heroic encounters with favorite superheroes to the rockin' Guardians of the Galaxy mission breakout. Here are 8 action-packed ways that you can celebrate with superheroes at Disney California Adventure Park this month. Join Rocket on a mission. Hop aboard the Collector's Gantry Lift on Guardians of the Galaxy mission breakout. You'll help rescue Rocket's fellow Guardians, all while jamming out to Star-Lord's classic mixtapes. It'll drop-kick you out of this universe. AP bonus, annual pass holders can enjoy an extra hour at Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout after park closing beginning August 25th to August 31st. Plus, take home a special lithograph. 1 per pass holder while supplies last. Blockout dates apply. Number 2, power up your plate. All that heroism making you hungry? To quench your thirst, Fanta Orange Freeze with Blue Cream is returning to the Studio Catering Company. And keep your eyes peeled for an exciting way to experience everything this truck has to offer. Or... you can sip on the Be Brave, Be Blue cocktail with vodka and blue raspberry lemonade at Hollywood Lounge. While at the lounge, pick up fresh-baked sourdough Groot-shaped bread. At Award Wieners, you can indulge in superhero-inspired cinnamon sugar dusted funnel cake fries with maple glaze, crumbled bacon, and chocolate cookie crumbles. These specialty items will be available August 23rd through September 2nd. Number 3, encounter superheroes. Experience a heroic encounter with legendary superheroes like Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Captain America, and Spider-Man in Hollywoodland throughout the day. You also may run into Star-Lord and Gamora on their way to the Milano for the Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Dance-Off. You'll be grooving to the music during this awesome rock and roll bash. Number 4, grab a piece of the action. To rock some superhero style, head to the Collector's Warehouse starting August 9th for commemorative tees and headwear, as well as other superhero-themed merchandise. Number 5, suit up and smile. Mickey Mouse and pals are also getting into the action. Starting August 9th, which was today, to September 2nd, be on the lookout for some favorite Disney characters cosplaying as superheroes. Be sure to sport your superhero best for the day. Number 6, put your fearless face forward. Stop by one of the face painting stations for a courageous makeover. Guests of all ages can select from a variety of different fierce designs. Will you go power green for the Hulk, or will Spidey Red bring out the Spider-Man in you? Number 7, strike an epic pose. Step quite literally into an Avengers Assemble comic book and flex those smiles. In this oversized photo backdrop, you'll be one of the superheroes. This epic photo location will be available today through September 2nd. Number 8, activate your inner artist. Receive step-by-step instructions from a Disney artist on how to draw superheroes. Drawing classes will take place at Animation Academy during select times on August 10th, 17th, 24th, 20th, that's weird, that seems out of order, 31st, and September 1st. To add to the fun, you can take home your sketch as a souvenir. If you happen to be visiting Disney California Adventure Park for the actual 80th anniversary of Marvel on August 31st, guests will be treated to a commemorative button upon entry to the theme park while supplies last. So here's some pictures of some of those things, including Mickey and Minnie dressed up as their favorite superheroes. Oh my goodness. I would want to go just to see that. All right. Here's a hot tip from Universal Orlando Resort. If you are looking into a Halloween Horror Nights Express ticket, you should also have me look into the pricing for the RIP non-private tour. Usually it's a close enough difference to upgrade and you get amazing benefits of the RIP non-private tour. It's guided by an HHN expert. The guides go through extensive training. It is private bar stops, priority entrance to all 10 houses, no express lines. Tour guide plans the itinerary, just go with the flow. Pre-tour reception and express for attractions after the tour. So that's pretty cool. Disney de jour dance party. Little ones can rock out to a DJ spinning tunes daily, plus appearances from their favorite Disney characters with live performances by Radio Disney artists on Fridays and Saturdays during the festival at Epcot. The International Food and Wines Festival, that is. Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak Scavenger Hunt is back again this year. I love that one. Candy Sushi presented by Adventures by Disney. Kids can learn to roll sushi-inspired creations with a Disney chef using gummies, crisp rice, and sweets galore. This event happens daily during the festival inside Sunshine Seasons. A small fee is required. Reservations are recommended. Family Play Zone. Let your little ones burn off some energy at this fun playground size just right for them. Kid-friendly dishes. Check out dishes designed with kids in mind. like the yummy Belgian waffles dripping with warm chocolate ganache and whipped cream at the Belgian kiosk, or loaded macaroni and cheese at the Active Eat stop. There's also wicked fun for little ones during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Magic Kingdom Park is transformed with ghoulish ghosts, glowing jack-o'-lanterns, gentle spooks, candy trails, and so much more. Little ones love the friendly frights during this legendary Halloween celebration. The Disney Junior Jam at Storybook Circus. This popular dance party features stars like Vampirina, Doc McStuffins, and other Disney Junior faves. Kids love dance time with their pals, and this is one party they won't want to miss. Plus, the Mickey's Booty-Oo Parade is the all-time favorite. Grab a comfortable spot for the early parade and munch on some themed sweets while you take in the grim grinning ghosts and floats overflowing with a flurry of characters decked out in their Halloween finest. And this year, there will be new floats. So this is all recommended for parents of little ones taking their kids to Disney World this fall. And that, my friends, is the news. It was a lot this week. And I wanted to make sure we celebrated Haunted Mansion's 50th anniversary today.
Now I will raise the safety bar, and a ghost will follow you